Okay, this is a verse of protection that I recite in Arabic when I wake up in the middle of the night after something's frightened the shit out of me. And the reason why I want you all to memorize it is because it will protect you from everything. It will protect you from being raped, attacked, beaten, killed, everything. From this realm and the unseen and any other realm that wants to attack us, basically. In English, it's basically a verse that points to how great Allah is and how if anyone wants to cause any mischief from the creation, Allah sends out a very clear warning to them through your tongue's recitation of this verse in Arabic that He will remove their protection. So, whatever wants to attack us, Allah will remove their protection and will destroy them. And He will also send His angels to destroy and attack the thing that's attacking us. And Allah will protect mankind and the believers. And, whoever recites that verse, inshallah, Allah, He is the protector of all things. He's the creator of all of us. And Allah does love, truly loves all of us. So, Allahu Akbar, really. So, the verse is. Now this is how I recite it. My recitation isn't perfect, but it's the best I can do from what I know. And I really owe it to another Muslim who encouraged me to compete with them in memorizing it to help me as a teenager. And every time I recite it, I remember that person. I think, may Allah reward that person, inshallah. I reckon they're going to enter paradise because of their encouragement of me learning this one Quranic verse. So anyway, and you have to recite it with some fervor, with you know, with an intention to sort of you're calling Allah, basically summoning supernatural powers that Allah has. And it's from that call that Allah responds. And it's the way you say it. If you say it just without any sort of effort and belief and passion in your voice, it's not going to work. And I recite it like how I expect, as if I was yielding a sword, or if I was lightning or something very powerful, like a defender of the faith type style. So if you want to imitate my style, that's fine. Obviously, everybody has their own sort of approach on how they. Well, you'll know what I mean when you get to that emotional state when you're so terrified and you recite this verse. You'll know exactly what tone to recite it in. I had so many frightening experiences. I get sort of angry and it's my defense mode type recitation. So anyway, here it is. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم شعنا بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم شعنا آية كرسي الله ولا لا إله إلا هو بالحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يحوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم آمين يا رب inshallah. And okay, that's it. That's basically it. You start by seeking refuge with Allah from the devil, and you must start in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. I end Ameen Ya Rab, so Amen, O Allah, basically, because I had that in a dream that I saw when I was in paradise in the dream. I heard somebody after the azan, after the Muslim call to prayer, saying Ameen Ya Rab. That's why I also say that. It also appears in the Quran, so I've built this habit. You see how I'm divinely guided, so I use the divine guidance to guide, basically. Uh, People might find that funny, but it doesn't really bother me because they're not divinely guided, are they? So they really can't compete, can they? So there's that, and then I also say Allah willing at the end because I want it to be accepted on behalf of all of us. So people think I'm this raving lunatic that's always saying inshallah all the time. It's because also you must note when the first big major Malaika, the angel, appeared to me on Christmas Eve, right? It was a Sunday, and I didn't know it was Christmas Eve, and I'd only recently learnt that inshallah has two sort of A's. So there's insha, and then there's like a hyphen, and then there's Allah. So you have to say the two A's basically, and so ever since I've been saying it like my own special way, it's actually worked for me, and it does induce supernatural responses. Before, when I used to say inshallah, inshallah, it worked, but not in the same way with the malaika. For example, if I want to bring angels into the room to protect me from the unseen, I have to say inshallah. and it really does work. Now I tried to recite the verse in a frightened way, like usually, because I'm usually like quite shaking when I'm sort of reciting it. So Allah will respond with the, inshallah, with the most best response. And although you won't be able to see what I see, you'll know that the lights of these angels is brilliant, and it's all around you, and they fly every single possible direction known to man and more. They do that. They can fly around your bed, around your cushion, around your face, when your eyes are closed, when your eyes are open. If something's behind you, it doesn't matter how many things are behind you, the angels of Allah will destroy that thing. And Allah, you can make dua for Allah to remove all kinds of evil, inshallah, and they will be accepted. Surah Baqarah is one of the best chapters of the Quran that you should play regularly and recite, in groups, as individuals, like you're insane, like you're madly in love with it. Just that's how I love Surah Baqarah. I really, if I'd have known before how protected I would be from reading it, I would have read it like, I'd strive to learn that. And I encourage everyone to memorize the Quran, inshallah. Everyone. Not one of us should not have access. I unfortunately see angels, so people push me away from learning Quran. It's quite sad, and I'm sorry, I can't keep my mouth shut about it. I can't sit in a class and not tell anyone I see angels. It's just impossible for me now. I realise that now. You can try as much as you want to lie, and Allah makes my life hell if I don't tell people I see angels. I know people don't understand that, but really, my life, people stress me out. People hit me in the head with folders. The supervisor from work attacking me, right? And I just want to knock the shit out of her. And I thought, I have the authority to cut her throat and still enter paradise. But I don't want to lose my job and end up in a prison, telling the whole world I see angels, because I'm not going to get anywhere, am I? So I had to quit my job, because it's just my patience was running out with that person. And people just find, they don't understand. Like, you can't attack divine people. It doesn't stop people, but it's like, would you put the Virgin Mary in a job in retail somewhere? Would you let her like stack shelves and be shouted at and people talk shit to her? No, because you want to protect her, wouldn't you? I'm in that same boat, and I don't really want to work in retail and and try and act like everything's normal in my life when I know I'm an extraordinary woman walking the earth. So I just wanted to leave you with those gems. Okay, just time checking. So yeah, we need to feed the people of Niger. We need to focus on these African people who are suffering, these Muslim African, starving to death, poorest country in the world, weakest currency in the world. We need to shout about muslimhands.org and their work. We can ring them on 01159 117 222 and donate right now all the money you have in your bank accounts until it goes to zero, and your money will be protected from fraudsters and scam artists who are just stealing people's money all over the world. And if you're looking for a job and you don't have one at the moment, and you donate whatever money you have, Allah will grant you rizq, or a really good job from your charity, inshallah. So yeah, lots of good stuff in return for charity. And you'll know that you've been saving lives in Niger. And you must do that for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. And that's the only time we have to do it. We don't have to do it for all of eternity after this life. Do you understand? Not much to ask, is it? Thank you.